babies about 3 weeks ago. Our stock list along with the fire shrimps that are in here. Right here in the middle, that's my pink flamingo out of the volcano guppies. We did lose one this morning. She was pregnant alone at all. He's like going to add a little food to this tank so we can really see all the little fry coming off, shrimp popping off, baby guppies everywhere. So all aquatics. Yeah, hobbyist and not like an importer of guppies, so I just decided to give it out while he's fiddling around over here. He's pretty awesome when the light shines at him from the front of the tank. Male and 2 females in there, as you see those next time I make a video. I'm opening fish over here. Just to update on that tank, we got the green food in. I had in for like $10 a piece. The loss was the male 24 karat paper towel to get it all over. Do some circles, long waves on there. There's no big puddle. We put it on a little light this time, which lighter is better than heavy. So we're going to do this way, back and forth a couple of times.
Hello, I'm Matthew, and I'm going to be showing you how to put on aquarium fish tank backgrounds with Seaview solution. Actually, it's Seaview mountain solution, but it's weird saying that.
So, welcome back to MPH Fresh Fins. Matthew's going to throw an aquarium background on our 40-gallon tank here. So he's going to get our background we got ready. So this is the background we picked. It's a vintage from 1990 aquarium background. Found it on eBay, a couple rolls of it. So
this is my favorite thing on it.
That's his favorite, the dragon right there. So we are 9. We're gonna have a little fun with our fish tanks. He's gonna get this. First thing we did was we cleaned the back of the glass to make sure there was no dirt and debris on there. Now we're just going to cut it to size real quick. A little crooked there, bud. Watch what you're doing. Straight.
Now the whole entire guy is going to be put on.
You're okay, don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to go top and bottom. All he needs is a length right now. Bro, you're super crooked. Alright, I'm going to have to get in there and help him. I thought he had this. Look, hold it straight. Hold it straight. Get one side perfect. Right here. Don't worry about top and bottom. So just get it to the end of the glass. And now this is where you want to cut off. Right here around the end of the aquarium. So the good thing about the background is none of this has to be perfect, because you are going to have plants in there, gravel, fish, a whole bunch of stuff going on. So don't worry if you cut it a little bit crooked or get an air pocket. We'll get it to length one time. We'll get it to length one time, width, and then we'll just keep on adjusting. So don't get nervous doing this. Just cut it. We'll put some sauce on there. There you go, you got it. Okay, so we got it about to the length. So this is our open hole. So hold on, before you do that, this is the part that's going to be on the top. So we got to flip it over, right? So this is the bottom. We want to cut the bottom off.
Yeah, but we can't add the Seaview.
So we're going to line it up again. So now you want to cut down this way, right here along the black strip.
Okay, I'm going to grab that.
Alright, don't worry about that. So you want to cut it right down the length of the tank. I'll hold it up for us.
Trying to slide.
Those are different scissors, so just keep cutting because you're going to get... Just cut. Don't slide. Cut.
Weird.
Just cut straight. You're just nervous because the camera's on. Just cut straight like you did last time.
I'm cutting above this stupid black thing.
You're perfectly fine, buddy. Do you want the other scissors?
Yes.
They're right there on the floor. Just cut. Don't slide them down because you start wiggling. Alright, so we gotta cut the length and the width. As you can see, he did a pretty good hack job on that, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to tighten it up. There's going to be a bunch of gravel in the bottom of the tank, so you're not going to see that. I am going to, let me get some scissors so I can tighten you up a little bit because you did a super nervous hack job because you're on camera, I guess. So I'm going to come back in and just tighten it up for you a little bit. I'm just going to straighten up this little cut job we got there. Okay, now I'm going to come back around the other side.
Imagine that a camera automatically turns off.
It might have. Jeez. Come on. So anyway, as you can see, the cut job we did was definitely not straight or perfect, but by the end it's not going to matter. It's still on. So I'm just going to shorten this up a little more.
Do we have the Seaview stuff out?
Somewhere, let me just make sure we got it a pretty good length. Should work, so let me check this thing out here while he gets the the sauce ready over there. Hopefully that wasn't all blocking what we were doing. So go ahead and flip it over. So yeah, don't be afraid to do this. Just cut your piece. Don't worry about getting it super perfect. Like you can see, we hacked it up a whole bunch. He went at it, I went at it. So yeah, he's gonna add 3 strips of that sauce on it. Maybe. Go ahead, just dump it. Don't be scared. It's got a little hole in it, so you don't put too much on there.
Yeah, but none of those.
Okay, go ahead. So he's going to put a couple strips of this Seaview solution on there. That's 3. Now go ahead and do a squiggly one time. Okay, that's good. Alright, put the lid on. So on the instructions, it says you can use a paper towel or your fingers to spread it out. I did one with my fingers, and I did one with my paper towel. So you're better off using the paper towel to rub it on. So if you did pour a little bit too much, like you're waxing a car, buddy, spread it out. Don't be scared. There you go. Get it all over. Do some circles, long ways. Yep. Rub it all on there real good. So anyway, you want to use the paper towel instead of your fingers, because the paper towel is going to pick up the excess you may have put on there. Rub it in real good, all over. Don't stop. Don't be scared. Push down on it some. There you go. Hold it with one hand and use the towel with the other one. I mean, you're not trying to dry it up. You're trying to spread it around. Make sure the whole thing's nice and wet looking. Does the whole thing look wet?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what this looks like now. So we got a nice shimmer of wetness all over it. Yeah. Alright, I can see it. So we spread it on there. There's no big puddles. So if you use your fingers, it's not going to pick up the big puddles, and it's just going to leave you set up for when you rub it on with the scraper, which he's going to show us now. So go ahead, you got to flip it back over. And remember which one's the top and which one's the bottom. Maybe use 2 hands, one hand on this side, one hand on that side. The other way, buddy. The other way. No, you went upside down. Okay, that's one way to do it. As long as you get on there, you're good. It's not a rush. It's not going to dry in 2 seconds or anything like that. Okay, you got it on there. So go ahead and get it up to the top. Make it level to the top on your side. Nope. Watch what you're doing. This is the top, buddy.
No.
This side's the top. This is where the hole is. Okay. Back it down a little bit. So you're just going to adjust it right now with your hands to where you can just see a little tiny bit. Okay. So stuff like this, you just have to make sure it's either going to go under your lip. If not, you'd have to cut it off. But so go ahead with the scraper, back and forth, and get all that juice is going to come out the ends. Good. Keep going. Do one direction. The whole length. So we're going to go back and forth before we go up and down. So what you don't want to do, so we put it on a little light this time, which lighter is better than heavy. Let me see this for a second. So we're going this way right now. What you don't want to do is have a big thick pile of that stuff and go this way with it, because it's going to push it up under your rim and it's going to stay there for days, and it's just going to keep on trickling down, and it's going to go under there and cause you a bunch of bubbles on top. So we're going to do this way, back and forth a couple of times to get the juice to come out down the side of the tank instead of up inside that black rim. You're chasing bubbles too much, buddy.
I'm supposed to get the bubbles.
Yeah, I know, but look, do the whole thing here. Let me hold. So you want to start at one end and push and get the juice out. Come back again. We probably could have got a little more sauce on it, but that's okay. We won't have so much to work with on the juice. So I'm just going to do a couple of these this way. It's okay. I'm going to come back this way and just get all the juice out, which we did go a little light on the juice, but I'm not mad at that because it's a little less, and that's how the scrapers are broken. So now we're getting some juice out of this end for sure.
I was wondering why this scraper was broken.
Yeah, so you see,
I was like, how did it break?
get some juice out this side. Just getting all the bubbles out and the sauce. You can see it coming down the scraper. And now I'm going to start doing up, because we want the background to be more up than down, because we're going to put substrate and rocks at the bottom, so you're never going to see the bottom. So I'll just keep pushing this. We went a little long right here, but that's okay. Alright, do a couple of these, buddy, up and downs, and a couple more back and forths. So he's doing that, just getting the last little bit of air bubbles out. Go the whole length, buddy. Stop chasing the bubble. Bring it all the way down to here. All the way down to the end. One swoop, bud.
I got the bubble.
You didn't. It's still right here. One length. There you go. All the way. Right here's the bubble. Yeah. Come all the way to me. You can see the, as you do that, it's dripping out. It's looking nice and smooth. So you can see our cut was nowhere near perfect. He hacked on it, I hacked on it. And we're just scraping it with the scraper. I'm going to dry some of it up. We'll take the paper towel and wipe this off. Just to make sure it's on there. Smooth out any last bubbles. So you can see our cut job isn't like super perfect or some jagged edges. A little more glass here and there. So you can see the sauce when you go back and forth, it comes out the side. That's what you want. You just don't want it to wind up in that ledge. Okay. Alright, let's flip this thing over and see what it looks like from the other side. I think it's pretty good. Again, not... This is something something anybody can knock out, as you just saw. I had to give them a little help. But here we are. The background is on there. And it looks pretty solid, right? So, pretty easy to do. Don't worry about if you get it perfect or not. And depending on how much of that sauce you put on there, it might take a day to dry, 2 hours. You might have to go back tomorrow and take a couple air bubbles out with your scraper or a credit card. That wasn't anything special, just plastic scraper. So I'd say it looks pretty good for a quick little hack job. How about you, buddy?
Yeah.
So, all right, that's all we got today. So, thanks for sticking with us for 20 minutes. I thought it would take maybe 5 or 10.
Bye. See you later on NPH Fresh Friends.
All
Subscribe
right.
and like.
Nice work, buddy. Nice work.